Okay, the Resurrection Warcell. 250 points plus models. You need 3 to 5 10-strong squads of Immortals for this, plus a Lord, designated the Harbinger of Awakening. The bonuses to this formation are: you get the Strike Force rule, which, yeah, you know that already. I've spoken about it in my last video, you should know it. Things come in within 6 inches of each other, or 6 inches from the point they come in from reserves. Okay. Yeah. You also get the Awaken 2 ability, which I shall detail later. Plus, everything counts as being in range, or everything gets the strategic asset, which is Resurrection Scarabs. Reconstruction Scarabs, I mean. Sorry. I'm getting confused here. Yeah. 3 to 5 10-strong Immortal squads is not cheap, both financially and in points. 30 Immortals is 840 points. I worked it out. And then you got a Lord, which is another 100 more points, best part of 200 points. So you're working out at about 100. Yeah, 1,050 points is roughly the max, I'd say, that you can afford. So you're working around about 1,000 points-ish, which you could easily do without this formation. The Reconstruction Scarab's bonus asset is nice, and the Awaken Tomb ability is... I can see where they thought they were going with a good idea, but the extra 250 points doesn't really justify it. I'll go over why. The Awaken Tomb ability, it can be used in the movement phase, and you roll a d6 on this table, and it brings on, through Deep Strike, whatever it says. On a 1, you get nothing. Absolutely nothing. On a 2, you get D3 Scarab bases, which is okay. On a 3, you get D6 Scarab bases. Surprise, surprise. On a 4, you get 1 Tomb Spider. On a 5, you get 1 Tomb Spider and D6 Scarab Swarms. And on a 6, you get D3 Tomb Spiders and 2D6 Scarab bases. The things that are brought in using this rule are Deep Striked on as a single unit. They do not form part of the warcell formation. They are a separate unit. But all the models become part of one unit, which is actually an interesting thing because you got a lot of attacks and a couple strength, toughness 6 things. So if you haven't got many scarabs to the Tomb Spiders, the highest one or the highest majority is taken. If you've got more scarabs than Tomb Spiders, then you'll be having a toughness 3. But if you've got they're equal numbers, then you've got the toughness 6 for the Tomb Spider working out there, which is good. Yeah. It's okay. Not too bad. But if you haven't got the models for it, they count as being lost. So, yeah. You don't have to pay any points in the organisation of your army for them. Just like you don't have to pay any points in your army list for scarabs spawned from a Tomb Spider regularly. But, I don't know, if you can't bring in the models. So, it's a lot of models you need. It's always optional, I know, but I still think that for the same effect it's trying to get, you can easily do it without the formation. You're pumping out 60 shots from from just 3 squads of Immortals. That's strength 5, hit 4, range 22. 24, I mean. Yeah, that's nice. That is quite nice. I do like the number of shots there, and the high strength is good. well, average strength, I suppose. But yeah, it's quite good. But other than that, I don't know. You could get a lot more warriors for the same points. And I reckon I probably will do the shroudweaver warcell after this, because it's a decent enough warcell. And I reckon I might run it, because it's a good go-between between the hard lot of toughness 5 things from the resurrection warcell and my preference, which is like some warriors, some immortals. But yeah, it is a very solid warcell. Everything is toughness 5, which is very hard to take down. You're going to want a walking lord for this. Don't give him destroy a body, because he'll just be very slowed down. And for 30 points, it wouldn't be worth the extra 1 toughness, because you're not going to get the movement abilities as with lots of walking immortal squads, because they form a giant unit and they have to be put together. So you got a massive walking wall going towards your enemy, and that is quite fun when you're shooting that many shots. You cannot be taken off objectives, I tell you now. Lots of toughness 5 things, like 31 or no, up to 51 toughness 5 things on the board. That's a lot of models of toughness 5, which is very hard to take down unless you've got a lot of bombardments being dropped on your head. But if you find yourself in that situation, then yeah, you're kind of going to die whatever you have. So yeah, overall, you're pumping out a lot of shots. The only thing I don't like about it is how much money it costs, the number of points, which could easily be achieved without having the formation, and the Awakened Tomb. I will be doing the shroudweaver warcell because it's quite decent, so keep an eye out for that. Also, I might be reworking my other videos, so keep an eye out for them. And yeah, that's it for now. Bye-bye.